It may seem like an exaggeration, but where you leave your shoes could be blocking the flow of money into your life. That's right. That innocent habit of leaving your shoes in any corner, like under the bed, in the hallway, or even in the kitchen, could be blocking the flow of your prosperity without you even realizing it. What many people don't know is that shoes are not just functional objects. They carry energy, good or bad, depending on how and where you keep them. If you've been feeling like things aren't going well, that money disappears faster than it arrives, that you're tired and discouraged, maybe the problem is in your feet, or rather, in the path your shoes are taking around your house. It may seem symbolic, but it's deeply energetic. After all, disorganization, neglect of space, and even small habits can open up gaps for negative energy and create invisible blockages. In this content, I will show you why these seemingly silly details make all the difference in your vibrational field, and more. How to reverse this situation in a simple, practical, and even fun way. Get ready to transform your steps into true guides to abundance, protection, and prosperity. After this, you will never look at your shoes the same way again. Many people think that shoes are just a fashion item or a way to protect your feet, and they are, but they go much further than that. Every step you take carries energy, and this vibration is ingrained in your shoes. Think about it. Where do you walk during the day? Busy streets, crowded places, environments with stressed people, all of this accumulates there without you realizing it. Your shoes absorb everything like an energy sponge. That's why where you leave your shoes when you get home matters, and a lot. By placing them in strategic locations, you can preserve your personal energy and even enhance your connection to prosperity. However, if you leave them in any corner, you risk letting this dirty energy spread throughout the environment, creating silent blockages. Have you ever noticed how certain places in your home seem heavier or more cluttered? That could be the problem. If you want more lightness, abundance, and clarity in your daily life, start by paying attention to the details. A simple habit, such as creating an organized corner for your shoes at the entrance of your home, can change the flow of energy. You can even put a pretty rug, a plant, or something that turns this space into a mini arrival ritual. Remember, energy follows intention, and shoes, when well cared for, become allies on your path to prosperity. The bed is much more than a place to sleep. It is yours, that sacred space of rest, regeneration, and connection with more subtle planes. Now imagine storing shoes, loaded with negative energies of the world out there, right below this intimate field. Well, it doesn't seem like a good idea, does it? And it really isn't. This seemingly innocent habit could be draining your energy is vital without you noticing. Many people report waking up tired, with a confused mind, or even feeling a slight anxiety that they don't know where it comes from. In many of these cases, what's under the bed tells more than you might think. When the shoes stay there, they create a vibrational interference that affects your energy field during sleep, exactly when your body is trying to recover. The result? A cycle of wear and tear that can even generate financial blocks. If you want to transform your reality, start by observing small habits that go unnoticed. The tip here is, take everything out from under the bed, especially the shoes, and clean this space with care. You can even spray a mixture of water with coarse salt and lavender to clean the environment. Create a mantra before going to sleep, something like, "My rest is sacred and protected. My energy is renewed in peace." You will be amazed at the difference in just a few days. You know when you get home and drop your shoes halfway. It may seem like just a habit of someone who is tired, but it has a direct impact on energy of the environment. When shoes are left lying around, they disrupt the natural flow of vibration, creating a kind of invisible noise that affects not only the atmosphere in the house, but also your mood and mental clarity. Physical disorganization attracts energetic disorganization, and this even interferes with prosperity. What starts with a pair of shoes in the corner soon turns into a mess in other areas. Misplaced documents, confused thoughts, piled up bills. It's a domino effect. And where there is mess, there is blocking. The flow of abundance needs space to move around. Therefore, keeping your shoes organized, whether in a closet, shelf, or even in a decorative box, is already a practical step towards clearing your route prosperity. Want a simple tip? Choose a fixed place to leave your shoes when you get home. Create an arrival corner with organization and intention. It can include a small shelf, a stool, and even natural incense that you light from time to time to renew the air and energy. It seems silly, but every detail communicates to the universe that you are ready to receive more. More balance, more lightness, and, of course, more abundance. The hallways in your home function as energy veins. They are how the prosperity, lightness, and harmony circulate from one environment to another. Now imagine leaving shoes right in the middle of the road. It's like putting stones in a river that should flow freely. This creates stagnation, pointless arguments, a feeling of heaviness in the air, and even blocks opportunities that were about to arrive. Yes, all of this can start where you least expect it. You know that day when you wake up with everything ready to go, but something stops you along the way? Often, what is stopping you outside has its origins inside the house, more specifically, in the hallways. Shoes left there block this subtle passage of energy, preventing the abundance spread throughout the environment. And the energy that does not circulate rots. It becomes dense. And this is directly reflected in your practical life. To solve the problem, it's simple. Clear the paths. Keep the corridors free, clean, and well lit. If possible, add an object of intention, such as a plant or a white quartz crystal, which helps to keep the field harmonized. And of course, keep the shoes out of there. It's not just a matter of organization. It's a way of showing the universe that energy of prosperity can enter, circulate, and remain. Small actions, big changes. The kitchen, besides being the place where we prepare food, is the true center of abundance inside a home. That's where the nutrition energy concentrates, that care for the body and the family is manifested. Now, think with me. Does it make sense to mix this sacred space with the shoes that carry dust, tensions, and external vibrations? This combination creates a real energy short circuit that compromises the fluidity of prosperity no environment. When shoes enter the kitchen, it's as if they bring to the table worries, arguments, and even bad vibes from the places they've been. And this directly impacts the quality of the energy of the food. Have you ever heard that food cooked with anger sours the dish? Well, energy the surroundings also interfere. And if the field is heavy, the house feels it. Moods are heavy, appetites change, and even money seems to take longer to arrive. To avoid this, set sacred boundaries. Make the kitchen a shoe-free territory and preserve this space as an altar of nourishment and prosperity. Leave a mantra pasted on the door, something like, "Only what nourishes the body and elevates the soul enters here." In addition to protecting the environment, this creates a daily ritual that reinforces organization energy of the house. A simple but powerful gesture that strengthens your connection with the abundance. Leave the shoes outside at night may seem harmless, or even a good idea to keep the house clean, but energetically, this is an open invitation to negative energies. The night has a different, denser vibration, full of emotional and spiritual remnants that float around. When shoes are exposed during this period, they absorb everything. Anguish, fear, anger, and then, guess what? You take all of that home with you the next day. Have you ever noticed how some days start with an inexplicable heaviness, a feeling of tiredness even after sleeping well? Often, what's draining your energy are seemingly neutral objects, but ones that carry a heavy charge, like improperly placed shoes. And when they are outside at night, they end up becoming sponges for vibrations that attract blocks, lack of focus, and even financial losses. It's not worth the risk. The solution is simple and effective. Create an internal space for shoes, even if it's small. A discreet shoe rack near the door, with a natural fiber rug and a cleansing incense like Palo Santo or rosemary already changes everything. If you want to reinforce the protection, place a black tourmaline crystal in this corner. And before putting away your shoes, shake them lightly and say a mantra. Everything that does not belong to me stays here. My home is my haven of peace and prosperity. Shoes act as true energy shields. Yes, but they are also the first barrier between you and the outside world, literally. They absorb and filter not only the negative energies of the streets, but also the intentions and vibrations that you encounter in your daily life. Therefore, the way you treat your shoes reveals a lot about how you take care of your own energy and protection interior. Storing shoes carelessly or in dirty places can cause these negative energies to accumulate, creating a kind of invisible baggage that can affect your mood, your disposition, and even your ability to attract prosperity. Therefore, in addition to physical cleaning, think about energetically cleaning your shoes, as if you were renewing the shield that protects your daily walk. A good practice is to set aside a weekly moment to take care of your shoes as a ritual. Clean, organize, and even recite a mantra simple way to energize them and strengthen their protective function. This way, you not only keep the environment clean and organized, but you also create a conscious connection with the abundance you wish to attract, strengthening your protection against external influences and blocks who try to cross your path. Have you ever stopped to think that putting on your shoes can be a true ritual of connection with the abundance? When you put your feet in them, you are preparing to go out into the world, and there is nothing better than carrying a powerful intention to attract success and protection. That is why the blessing of the shoes technique uses a mantra simple yet efficient that helps elevate your energy and align your vibrational field with prosperity. As you put on your shoes, firmly say to yourself, "With each step I take, I become richer, more protected, and more abundant." It is done. It may seem simple, but repeating this mantra strengthens your mind and creates an open channel for positive vibrations to flow freely. If you want to enhance it, try saying it quietly, as if it were your secret, an affirmation that only you know and that carries a very special power. This small habit, when repeated daily, creates a cumulative effect, helping to dissolve blocks and attract opportunities. It is a practical and accessible way to use the organization of the mind and body to cultivate an energy field of protection and prosperity. Remember, the magic is in the details, and the blessing of your shoes can be your secret to always walking on the right foot. Now that you know the power that shoes have over your energy and prosperity, the question remains, where have you been leaving yours? Could a simple habit, such as storing your shoes in the wrong place, be creating invisible blocks that are holding back your abundance? Reflect on this and start taking action today. Small changes, such as organizing your shoes and using the blessing when putting them on, can transform not only the energy of your home, but also your financial life. How about trying these tips for a week and seeing how your sense of protection, energy, and prosperity evolve? Are you ready to eliminate negative energies and make room for the natural flow of wealth? Remember, prosperity doesn't come just by wanting it. It responds to the organization and intention you put into each step. If you like these guidelines, be sure to subscribe to the channel and activate notifications to receive more transformative content. Your journey towards a more abundant life full of positive energy is just beginning. Let's walk together,